Oh, hi there. I wasn't expecting you. Well, take a seat. I guess seeing as you're here, I might as well tell you a bit about what's been on my mind. It's kind of strange, but hear me out. I just want to tell you kind of how the gospel and anime have made me excited to die. Now, I know that sounds strange, but bear with me for a moment. So, I remember the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and one of the core beliefs of that faith is something called the plan of salvation, which is essentially God's plan for all of us to live life and make it back to Him. Now, the weird thing, like the weird side effect about believing in this, is that I'm really not afraid of dying anymore. Which I know that sounds so strange, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to go out and get hit by a bus. Hopefully, I look something like this by the time I die. But there's that faith that there is something after that makes death not so scary, I guess. And, okay, now if I haven't lost you already, then here's where I go off the deep end. So this series is one that I love, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've watched it so many times because I think it touches on a lot of eternal truths. And basically, I'll quickly explain. There's a power or magic, it's explained as a science in the show called alchemy, where if you understand the chemical makeup of something and you're trained in it, you're able to basically give instructions to matter to rearrange itself. So you can basically make any chemical or physical reaction occur with this power. Now, the protagonist is a bit different because normally you need to draw an array on the ground to make it happen. But he can just do it by pressing his hands together, and that's because he encountered this white dude on the left side, and he identifies himself as Truth. Excuse me. And he sees what is behind this door behind him, which is called the Portal of Truth. Basically, he just learns more about the natural laws of the universe. And with that, he's able to perform alchemy simply by pressing his hands together. And one character watching him mused that when he does that, it almost looks like he's praying. And now I can't help but compare this power of alchemy to the priesthood, which is, simply put, it's the power and authority of God. It's the power through which the universe was created. It's the vehicle for all of God and Christ's miracles. And I think what's really interesting is when Jesus heals a blind man and he puts his hand on someone's face and says, "Be thou healed," or "Open thy eyes and see." I think what he's doing is that as someone who has the perfect knowledge and understanding of the natural laws of the universe, as someone with power in the priesthood and with authority as the Son of God, what he's doing is he's telling the cells, the atoms, whatever, the physical components of the man's body, his eyes or his brain, he's commanding those things to rearrange themselves in a way that this man will now be able to see. It's not magic, it's just a science, the highest form of medical science that is based on eternally true principles. That has me excited to die, pass on, go to Heavenly Father, and be able to learn all of this crazy stuff. It's so intriguing to me. Now, I get that that's weird. Hopefully I haven't made you think that I'm some kind of psychopath or lunatic, but just that I've seen something that, while I have no doctrinal way to back it up, um, I've seen this connection with my faith in this show, and all that together has made me feel like, well, at least when I die, there's something still left to learn. Thanks.